Yo, 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 yo. What is going on, guys? What is going on, guys? Apple back again with another episode today. I was thinking we should keep playing the game and see where we go. Where we get, you know. It was pretty fun yesterday. And I kinda was excited to see where this game leads, you know.
A signpost maps it out for the cartographically challenged.
Damn, of course, that's for me. Signpost, new main quest.
Let's see.
What was that? Signposts are found near locations of interest all around the world. You'll unlock a signpost when interacting with it. You can so it's like teleportation. You can fast travel to a signpost you will unlock by selecting the the open map by Okay. Venture out in the new world. Oh damn. There's a lot of... It looks squishy.
That must be the world eater that chewed off Out-of-Date's leg. You'll need a hat trick to bring that down. The world eaters have made their marks on our world over time. That's not the first nor the last village it'll leave in its wake.
Damn, he destroyed it.
Look, a survivor. Glad to see someone made it out alive.
Damn, he looks destroyed. He's devastated.
He's heard the stories about the terror inflicted by the world eaters to other enclaves, but never expected one to come all the way here.
Your inner balance is two halves that complete a wholeness that flows through all things. At times you'll be able to manifest your inner balance through deeds and dialogue choices. Our dialogue. Okay.
He worries there won't be much left to save if this continues, even if the Tree of Life survives the attack. He doesn't know what your connection is to this place.
Speaking Danish?
Something tells him you've stayed true to
Speaking
your
Danish.
heart.
Interacting with captives and PSI shrines with the ward you. So there's some kind of points.
Anyway, he needs help and says it's by your actions you'll be judged, not by your intentions.
Let me help.
He's grateful for that. You still seem to have a spark of light in you.
That's a spark of light in you!
What's there to like about light? It hurts to look at.
Not as much as it hurts to look at you.
Always making this personal.
And you're always trying to pretend it's not.
Big slap. PCI points. You have gained a PCI point. Use it to unlock powers in the mutation menu. No, okay.
There's Out-of-Date again. He must have missed something important. Out-of-Date says you will make a better stand against the world eaters with the support of a tribe, and there are two nearby. The Myriad tribe is likely to be a good match as they act on the understanding of the greater good and have a code of honor. Regardless of who you choose, it won't be easy, as the conflict between the tribes is worse than ever, teetering on the brink of war. The Myriad's conviction to stop the World Eaters began when the Leviathans rose from the depths of the surf. Siding with the Myriad's movement for wholeness in a fragmented world might seem like the logical thing to do, but is it the right thing? One thing's certain, though. Destiny arrives all the same. The Jagni tribe only ever had one conviction: to bring balance to the world by wiping out the weak. They believe a cleansing is necessary to restore the world, and want to let the World Eaters bring down the Tree of Life. But siding with Jagni isn't necessarily a bad thing. Fate will find a way.
Who's Jagni? It's a fortress.
Out of Date says someone needs to break the stalemate and shift the balance of power to either Jagni's or Myriad's side. He believes the tribe Sifus, Myriad especially, will listen to you and expects you to pay at least one of them a visit and play your part.
Have the tribes engaged the world leaders? He can sense you share Myriad's view on the world. The Myriad would embrace someone willing to fight against the tyranny of the Jagni. Out of Date will be waiting for you beneath the Tree of Life if you lose track of what you need to do. Regardless, you'll meet again once you've played your part in the tribe war and the situation with the World Eaters. Quest tracking. Your current and started quests are shown in the journal. See the top menu above. You can change which quest you track by opening. Yeah. This is it. In the journal you can find information on new quests, as well as all previous stories and dialogues. J. That's good.
Another fork in the road. It's either the tunnel or the motor bridge. What'll it be?
I think I'm gonna take the tunnel, feels more safe. By 300 IQ, you know. But I'm gonna take this because it looks a lot more...
It's a bridge. Just get over it.
Fact. What was that? Yeah, it's a bridge, but...
Foe.
These are enemies, right? Oh yeah. Okay, so there's actually like soldiers here. Interesting. So it's a world.
Boom.
Kaboom. What? What? Get him. The world is really it's special and different from other games. Which with the combination with the soundtrack and everything creates something different.
That's the Jagni tribe's fault. Their friendship can be a blessing or a curse. It's up to you. You're either a part of their solution to the tribe war, or part of the problem.
Part of the problem. Nah, we're gonna help everybody, boys. We're gonna help everybody. Don't worry about. Take a piss.
Let's see. Says they're wary of strangers. They're at war. Says just because you've made time to meet the Sifu doesn't mean he has time for you. But you're welcome to give it a try.
Who's the Sifu? Master Shifu? Or are these the ones that we just killed?
The Jagni tribe wants to become omnipresent and, most importantly, feared. They want to vanquish the tribes, as the only way they can guarantee peace is through supremacy. The Sifu is determined to let the World Eaters destroy the Tree of Life, as it's part of their strategy to cleanse the world and start anew. He welcomes you to the Jagni fort and introduces himself as the tribe's Sifu. The news of a cold-blooded Ronin crossing the Great Wall through the crack in Bunker 101 preceded you.
The Great Wall?
The wall that separates them from the other side, the wasteland you came from. He guesses the time spent there just left a blank space in your memory, as empty and barren as the wasteland itself. He understands that sometimes we need to lose ourselves, to find ourselves. But he's glad you chose to come here. There's something about your spirit that sparks memories of you as a kidling. He can still sense you're kind-hearted. Sometimes one memory can make another come to life. He hasn't thought about your Muma for ages, even though she taught him a lot. He was one of the original Wang Fu disciples. Your Muma invented Wang Fu. Originally, it was based on unarmed combat and the 6 weapons: the boomerang, the shuriken, the bow, the staff, the nunchuk, and the hook and chain. The Sifu says it's time to set the past aside, at least for now. Unrest is sweeping the land, and there are rivals in all directions. Jagni doesn't want a new unity between the tribes. Their goal is to become omnipresent and, most importantly, feared. Says there is some darkness in the best of us, even you, and suggests you embrace that side of you and help them vanquish the tribes and let the World Eaters destroy the Tree of Life.
I'm not sure about that.
He had a feeling you'd say that. You're not sinister enough to be a Jagni. That big heart of yours makes you weak. He'll give you a chance to change your mind before you leave and asks you to reconsider. Otherwise, you'll be seen as a rival.
To destroy the Tree of Life. I'm not sure. Actually, I don't. I would probably not want to do that. So let's be rivals.
Then so be it. He wants you to know that they'll show no mercy at the end of this war. and offers you a last chance to come back and join when you realize you've picked the wrong side.
Nice.
And with that, he urges you to seek protection at Myriad Stone Fort before word gets out that you've chosen not to side with them. He disagrees, and the day you meet again, you'll understand why. It's time to say goodbye for now. And if it's not the kind of goodbye that lasts forever, then the next will mean the end for you.
Seek protection with Myriad. Myriad. This, this world could be a really nice new MMO RPG. Imagine like a new full-fledged 2021 new era MMORPG that just breaks every other RPG out there. That would be nice. And maybe it looks something like this. The world, you can just run around, do your leveling. Who knows? Maybe there's one on the way. The only games right now that people play is RuneScape and World of
That's the
Warcraft.
Myriad Tribe's fortress. Will they be friends or foe? You should head up there. That way you'll know.
Sure. It's World of Warcraft, RuneScape, or some other.
It's a beaten
smaller
path
games.
to that door. If you go there, you'd better make an entrance. Says they're wary of strangers. They're at war. The Sifu is mindful of his time, but thinks you'll just have to find out for yourself if he's willing to spend some of it on you.
Okay, so probably this is the last option, I guess.
The Myriad tribe act on understanding of the greater good and a code of honor. They believe uniting the tribes is the only way to restore the peace. The Sifu is convinced that defeating the World Eaters and saving the Tree of Life is the only way to make the world a better place.
I guess that's the right way to go.
He welcomes you to the Myriad Fort and introduces himself as the tribe's Sifu. But he was hoping you'd show up. The news of a vigilante Ronin on crusade crossing the Great Wall through the crack in Bunker 101 has preceded you.
A vigilante? Is this the Ronin?
He heard you took out-of-date side against the scavengers in Bunker 101. It seems you believe in helping your next, and that's something you have in common. He's convinced you've returned for a reason, and is glad you chose to come here. There's something about your spirit that sparks memories of you as a kidling. He can still sense you're kind-hearted. The Sifu says sometimes one memory can make another come to life. He hasn't thought about your Muma for ages, even though she taught him a lot. He was one of the original Wang Fu disciples.
I see. We can probably skip this.
Your Muma invented one. The Sifu was waiting for something to tip the balance in their favor, and with you by their side, he's confident you can unite the other tribes. The one you should coerce first is the Jagni tribe.
Sounds good.
The Jagni tribe may believe that fear and hatred will lead them to domination. A vanquisition of the tribes and destruction of the Tree of Life won't be the restart they want. It's just an end to everything. Their kin have run out of options and found themselves backed into a corner. Even those who desire peace have been forced to prepare for war. You need to take the struggle to the enemy, or the enemy will bring it to you. When survival is threatened, there's no other option left but war. He wants you to focus. These are the new rival outposts your tribe needs to take control of.
Okay. Interesting. That's cool.
He says you'll regret not being on their side. The only way you'll learn their secrets, Wung Fu and the tribe weapon now, is if you defeat him. And that will never happen.
Ego is not good.
You both have gentle minds.
Which is why he will
So they
lose.
want to wage a gentle war. A war that bonds as much as it breaks.
Bravo.
Tells you not to be afraid. Your fate cannot be taken from you. Claim the rival outposts and earn the right to wield the tribe weapon. Once you've dealt with the rivals' outposts, you'll challenge their Sifu to unite their tribe with yours and let your kin share land again. They passed the point of no return as their words lost power and see no other way forward than using violence to combat violence. Seeing you brings back his memories of the old village. Myriad wants unity between the tribes. Their goal is understanding of the greater good and establishing a code of honor. He remembers your kind and unselfish soul and can sense you still have it in you, the will to do good. Anyway, the memories you make with your family are strong and can sometimes come to life. Passing the old village on your way to the first rival outpost might help. Even though it's now a different place from a different time, it is...
Okay. So we can actually walk out, because we're allies now. Nice, so this is like the village.
Says Noko is the best when it comes to critters. You'll see that when you meet her. Says you should take it easy.
Loot. Energy pack.
The gatekeeper welcomes you back to the fort. Says you should take care.
Do we die if you jump? Yeah, we probably do. Let's take a piss. Pass through the queue.
Let's see.
Alright. There's a lot of dialogues in this game. Reminds me of Genshin Impact. which is another game if you haven't played. And there were a lot of dialogues there. Look, the world is speechless. You'd be left speechless. Is this the enemy territory? Oh wait, it's my childhood village, which I'm on my way to. Can I walk up here? Oh, nice. Oh shit.
Better beware, that's a mump up ahead. They were hit hard by evolution, the wonky ones especially, deformed and unfurred.
Oh, sorry guys.
You've had better days.
Oh wow. Sorry guys.
Bullseye. Head on.
Level 3. What's this? No idea. Bandage. Oh no, all of these guys died. We're on our way to the childhood village. Apparently this is where we were.
Time
when
is
we
lost
went back
on
in
this
time.
place, but it evokes a tingling sensation. There's something special about it, drawing you closer.
Childhood village.
As time passes, memories fade, and sometimes feelings change. It's not about who you were, it's about who you'll become. This story is far from over. Echoes of a long-lost past, like whispers in the wind. Here's someone who takes each day as it comes.
That's me.
He asks how you are today. Then he wants you to know that if you find yourself going through bad times, you should just keep going. He wonders where you've been. He hopes you've been out at the lake, practicing your swimming technique.
Been on my own.
Goop says some choose to be lonely because no one understands what they're going through. If that's you, he'll try to help you, if you let him. He thinks you should really know how to swim by now.
What?
Why not? There's no better time to do what needs to be done than right.
Okay. Oh shit. You can swim in most waters, while in the deep water you slowly lose key energy, and when you're out of key you'll drown. Oh yeah, okay. Okay guys, so most of what you see here is pretty much just dialogues and me finding materials to craft and learning how to craft weapons, armor and other things. So I thought I'd just skip that so you don't have to be bored. It wasn't anything special to the story or the gameplay.
Looks like she's starting to lose her patience.
There's a lot of
She doesn't
dialogues.
like waiting for you. She wants to see you on the village square right away. Then you've got a good excuse. You share a responsibility to prevent hardship on nature and the environment. It's your future. She wants you to grow up and start thinking for yourself. You really need to find yourself before she's gone. That's all she's ever asked of you, that you'll try and give it your best.
I think I've played this game for like 35 minutes now.
Always followed your own path, but this time she needs you to follow her.
And we've only been in dialogues pretty much. I hope it's probably just, you know, this part of the game.
Then start by meeting her on the village square and take it from there. She knows you're a free spirit, always on the move.
Now we're gonna get into another dialogue.
They look determined. Better watch out.
Hello, my friends.
He asks you to stop right there and wonders where you think you're going. He's not scared of anything, least of all you. There's no way they'll let you pass. He wants to know who you think you are.
No one needs to get hurt.
He says you're right. Nobody can tell him what he can and can't do, and that includes you.
Hey! Hey, you bastard. One with three? That's not fair. This is not going very well, I think. My HP is pretty low. Bro, that was 1v3.
She asks if you're hurt. What happened? If confidence is silent and insecurity is loud, she thinks you're absolutely right. The most... It's time to focus on your training now. She suggests that you forgive your enemies. Nothing annoys them more.
Wait, guys, we're just gonna get into another dialogue before we get here. Same here. I'll get into 4 other. Oh no, we're actually here now.
Your Muma says it's about time you got here.
It's not my fault.
Wants you to understand that you can do anything if you work really hard.
Thanks.
She's... But there's enough time left for repetition and you need it. Training dummies don't hit back. You might not be ready to take on someone with smarts yet.
So she's the one that invented all food. Yeah, what the... Ooh, that reminded me of Tai Long. He did exactly that, those moves.
Your Muma says you did well today. She's so proud of you. That's
Ferena Salapu, Canamunt,
been working on a present for you, with the help of Gizmo and Wiz.
Pendrine Senama, a Sadurutu,
You should go see him and find out what it is. You've deserved it.
Domale Tuk,
That's why you should be sure to thank him for it.
Oh, that's cool. Oh, I have to press E on him? Hey, 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 come here, come here. Come back.
Catchy.
There we go.
Inadabsunka,
Your Muma says she's never seen an apparatus as green as this little thing. It's wonderful.
Arialoche Nui Mumera, Canamunta,
Thinks you could say that about it.
Asana Yotutupu, Kalino,
A piece of Scraptronics like this has built-in...
Anora Kapapum,
No,
It's
that's
called an automaton, and it's hardwired to your DNA. It'll follow wherever you go and see whatever you...
Masama,
Says it's not a record keeper, more like a companion.
Amun,
Your Muma says you look tired. No wonder. It's been a long day.
Inadabsunka,
Everything ends, both good and bad. Rest,
True.
and you'll find strength for tomorrow.
That bug is really creepy. What?
Nothing could stop Lupa Lupin from setting the world on fire.
Oh no.
Your Muma urges you to blaze a trail. A burnt kidling will learn to dread fire.
Oops.
Give it a last burst and you'll make it.
Taifanana Numa,
Your Muma says this is it. The time has come. She must fight Lupa Lupin. This time there's no escape. She can hear him coming.
Kalino,
Lupa Lupin is a problem older than you.
Ferena Masalapu, Antoro, Canamunt,
Whatever happens, you need to know she loves you.
So this is
and
where she
everything
dies.
she's done has been to protect you, your
And your
Popsy,
Pepsi.
and those she was chosen to lead.
Amun,
She tells you to stay back. This is her fight. It has nothing to do with you. History has finally caught up with her.
Nyadaldu,
Exactly what she wants you to do. Here it comes. The past coming to haunt the present.
What do I do? Can I help her? I could distract him.
You must go through fire and water to make it out of here.
Oh,
Your Muma says you can make it if you believe in it. Where she goes, you go. Blood is thicker than water. You're in deep surf. Don't make waves. The surf goes where it wants to go. It'll take you to the shore as long as you go with the flow.
oh shit. Run, 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 run. Cross the pole. Well, that's a really boring way to get taken out. It wasn't like a proper fight.
Death is not to be feared by one who has lived life with a pure heart. A part of her will live on in you.
There's a lot of wisdom in the words, though.
The creature is hungry for more. Nothing is going to stand in its way now.
Rip.
If a sacrifice is made for someone else, it's not lost, but passed on to the next. Life must go on. Real sacrifice comes from love and necessity when all other options are exhausted. The ultimate test of conscience is the willingness to give up anything to save what you truly care about. What you do for yourself dies with you. What you do for your kin remains and makes you immortal in their memory.
Damn, so we remembered.
As the moment fades and is lost, the only thing that remains is loneliness. It doesn't mean you'll forget your past. It simply means you need to move on.
So we remembered how to craft.
The fresh air has done you good.
Oh wait. This one is nice, but it costs more. Do I have the... Oh, we had enough for it. No, we didn't. Oh, we did. Never mind, we did. Not bad, not bad. Bio points. Perks. Alright, guys. Next on the list is get to the clearing. Not know what that means, but we'll find out in the next episode. This episode was a lot of dialogues, and I kind of also felt that it was a slow start compared to the first episode. But I think it will get better, because but one thing about these kind of games is that I think they should be careful on how much dialogues they put, you know, like at the same time, one after another, which could get a lot boring for some people if they don't like to listen. Which you could skip, but that pretty much destroys the story. So thank you so much for watching. See you next episode. Bye bye.